All right, we've got a call from Brenda on the line. Hey there, Brenda, what's your question?
Hey, Brenda.
I was on my way to work, and this 18-wheeler had stopped in the road. No flashers on, no nothing, saying he had stopped. All of a sudden, he started backing up, and I laid down on my horn, and he just kept on coming back, Finally, he just ran over my car with me in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that was around me all came running out, trying to get him to stop, and he just wouldn't. Mm-hmm. And they had to literally prise my door open to get me out. And I was taken to the hospital, and they said I had what they call a compress, not a whiplash, and I had to have carotid artery surgery and everything. And 2 weeks later, I had a stroke. The question I have is that this trucking company's insurance is not willing to settle with me at all. They're wanting to get more and more and more and more information, mm-hmm. and I've sent them a stack of information.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
She needs a lawyer.
Well, absolutely. And Brenda,
Stop talking to the other side?
Yeah, and why in the world would you, especially an 18-wheeler, and it sounds like you were horribly injured. What are you trying to handle this on your own for? Are you trying to save a little bit in percentages? That lawyer's going to get you more than you can get on your own, and then some, a lot more in a situation like that. So, don't deal with them any longer. Stop sending them information. For goodness sakes, all you're doing is helping them. You need a lawyer to help you on something like this. 18-wheeler is going to have a commercial policy. Those cases are worth a lot more than just a normal, fender bender with an automobile insurance company. These are big time policies. That's why you see so many people advertise about trucking accidents, because they're a lot more valuable than just if a Nationwide driver hit a State Farm driver. And so absolutely stop doing their job for them. Don't talk to them anymore. Talk to a lawyer and go from there.
And I'm sure that there's a lot of Brendas out there, I'm sure you've encountered them, where they start that process thinking, I'm going to save some money in attorney's fees, I'm going to handle this myself. They get in the middle of it and they realize that maybe they do need an attorney. They call you and you tell them, what do you tell them in that case? I'm sure that's happened.
No, you're right. And a lot of times we've had people that say, I don't believe in getting a lawyer or filing a lawsuit because that's not the way I was raised. And I will tell you, that's real. I was raised in a church that, basically if you sue somebody, you're committing a sin. And that's a bunch of because they have insurance. That's what insurance is for. And just because you have a claim doesn't mean you're going to trial at all. But people, and they may be told by their neighbors or their mother-in-law, you don't need a lawyer, you can do this. Well, that's a bunch of junk. In a case like this, you do. Again, if you've got a sprained ankle, you got $500 in medical bills for emergent care, that's one thing. But something like this, you had to have surgery, you got run over by an 18-wheeler, what you waiting on?
Have you ever had to turn someone away because they've gotten too far down, that trail of like trying to handle it on their own, and then you're like, you've done too much damage to your own case, like we can't help you at this point?
Yes, I have. And the more interesting one is I had a case where the other side had $50,000 in policy limits. We got that, and then my client had $100,000 of uninsured motorist coverage, and it was worth every penny of it. And I told my client that we were now going to go after his insurance to get that other 100. And they fired me. They said, nope, we don't believe in suing, and especially our insurance company who hasn't done anything wrong. Why in the world should we make them pay something? Well, you should make them pay something because you've been paying those premiums, and they've been paying for uninsured motorist coverage for 25 years and never made a claim. I said, this is why you're doing it. And they said, no, we don't believe in it, we never will. And I said, well, I've never told a person this before, but when you go home, first thing I want you to do is call your insurance company and cancel your uninsured motorist coverage, because apparently you're not going to use it. It's just insane, but people just have all kind of different theories.
I guess they didn't understand what uninsured motorist coverage, what the whole purpose of that
I guess
was.
not. But it's just, people hear things, their neighbor tells them something or whatever, but just talk to a lawyer first, and then you can decide whether you want to do something or not.
Get the facts. All right.